Good afternoon to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about reflection of light. So in this reflection of light we are going to see the first one, what is the definition of light? Generally we are going to ask the children but they are unable to say the answer. Light is nothing but it is a form of energy. It is a form of energy and which enables us to see the things or to see the objects. Very clear. Light is nothing but it is a form of energy. Sound is nothing but it is a form of energy. Heat is nothing but it is a form of energy. Here light also the same. It is one kind of form of energy and which enables us to see the objects. We are able to see the objects in our surroundings only because of the light. Very good. And what is the speed of light? The speed of light is very clear, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Even though from the vacuum also it is able to travel. It is very clear. Okay, what is the speciality from the sound and light? Light is able to travel without medium also it is able to travel. Without the medium. But if it comes to the matter of sound, compulsorily it needs a medium. Very good children. Now, what is the speed of light? Already we have discussed. So the speed of light also it is going to be changes. This is in the vacuum or in the air. But in the water area also it is given as 2.25 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. This is in the water. In the glass area also it is having somewhat value. What is in the glass? Only 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So according to the medium, the speed of light also is able to changes. Now here the topic is reflection of light. What does it mean by reflection? Reflection is nothing but the bouncing back of light. Okay, light when it is going to be falls onto the plane mirrors or a smooth areas, again the light will comes back. Reflection is nothing but reflection of light. It is nothing but the bouncing back of light. Bouncing back of light. Bouncing back of light is known as that we are going to consider it as reflection of light. Okay, this reflection could be done by using some rules and regulations. Those laws we are going to call it as laws of reflection. Okay, in this laws of reflection we are going to see in the main rules and regulations are two. What is the first one is? In the first area, INR. I is nothing but incident ray, N is nothing but normal, R is nothing but reflected ray. These three are going to be lies onto the same plane, on the same plane. And the second one is, what is the second one is? Angle I value is equal to angle R. Angle I value is equal to angle R. This is, these two are the laws of reflection. Okay, next one. Here in this topic, particularly we are going to discuss about reflection of light and this reflection of light onto the curved surface. What is curved surface? If you are able to take any one of the spherical object, okay, this spherical object, if you are able to cut into two equal parts or if you may cut into parts, okay, here we are going to see two hollow hemispheres we are going to see. Okay, so the same mode, if you are going to cut from the spherical part any two parts, these two will be considered as a spherical and these two will have a curved surfaces. This is one of the curved surface and this is also one of the curved surface. Okay, from the sphere, if you are able to take the curved part, from that we are going to say that here we are going to discuss about one is concave mirror. The first one is as a concave mirror. Second one is as convex mirror. How we can call concave and how we can see that convex? Concave mirror is nothing but reflecting surface will be there as a invert. Reflecting surface means this part. This part will be there inside. As in the spoon part already we have discussed. For example, if you are going to choose a spoon, if you are able to choose a spoon from in our household things, this part, this particular part we are going to consider inside part. This part we can consider it as a concave, and outside part we can call it as a convex. So reflecting surface will be there as a invert. So this part we can call it as a concave. And second area, if reflecting surface will be there outward, this is invert reflecting surface, and reflecting surface will be there as a outward, this we can call it as convex. One is concave mirror and second one is convex. As in the plane surfaces already we have discussed in the 9th class, reflection of light onto the plane surfaces already it has completed. Now in this lesson, reflection of light at curved surfaces we are going to discuss. Okay, in these curved surfaces, though the two surfaces are existing, curved ones, one is concave mirror and the second one is convex mirror. Okay, here we will comes to the matter. In concave mirror and in convex mirror, few terms are going to be defined. What are those terms? Here in this lesson, most probably we are going to discuss about few terms. The first one is center of curvature. The second one is pole. Third one is focus. And the next one is focal length. Okay. 5 terms we are going to see. First one is center of curvature, and the second one is pole. Third one is focus, and the next one is focal length. These terms we are going to discuss today. Okay, the first one is, what does it mean by center of curvature? As I already told, what I told, if you are going to take it as any one of the spherical or any one of the sphere, okay, from that sphere where the midpoint will be existing. From the sphere onwards, we are going to cut 2 parts. That means one is concave I have chosen, and the second one is as a convex. From that sphere part where the midpoint is existing, that midpoint we can call it as center of curvature. In other words, how we can define the center of curvature? Either maybe a concave mirror or maybe a convex mirror. For example, I am going to draw one of the diagram. It is very easy for us. Here, first one, this I am going to call it as a concave mirror. Reflecting surface will be there as a invert. Please try to observe very clearly. This is pole and this is focal point and this is center of curvature. Okay, the first one is, what I am going to discuss is center of curvature. Center of curvature is nothing but this. Okay, how we can define the center of curvature? Center of curvature is nothing but if any one of the light ray is going to be falls here. For example, this is the light ray. After the reflection, it must be passes from the some other point. Okay, all the rays. Okay, whenever it will be reflected, it is going to be reflected from. This is called as a reflected ray. This is a parallel to the principal axis, and it is going to be after the reflection it must be passes from the focal point. If here we are going to choose a normal point is nothing but the perpendicular line, where these all the perpendicular lines are going to be meet at one point, that point we can call it as center of curvature. Simply in one line where all the normal lines are going to be meet at one point, that point is called as a focal point. The first one is, if any one of the light rays are going to be parallel to the principal axis, after the reflection where they are going to be meet at one point, that is called as a focus. Reflected rays are going to be meet at one point, that is focal. Where all the normal lines are going to be meet at one point is called as center of curvature. So near the center of curvature, we can write it as simply where all the normals, where all the normal lines meet at one point. Meet at one point is called center of curvature. Second one is, what is pole? Pole is nothing but whatever it may be the curved part which we have going to taken. This is the curved part for concave. Okay, so in this concave mirror or this part, the geometrical midpoint, the geometrical midpoint of a concave mirror is called pole. It is nothing but the center point of the mirror or center point of the curved surface area, that we can call it as a pole. Then what is focus? Focus, or we can call it as a focal point also. Either may be a focus or may be a focal point. What is focus? Focus is nothing but whenever the rays are going to be reflected, after the reflection, the rays are going to be converges to one point. Where all the rays are going to be converges at one point, that point is called as a focal point. After the reflection, okay, after the reflection, where all the reflected rays are meet at one point, is called focus. That means reflected rays are meeting at one point is called as focus, and where the normal lines are going to be meet at one point, that is called as center of curvature. Next one, geometrical midpoint, we can call it as a concave mirrors pole. Okay, where the geometrical midpoint, the curved surface area for that geometrical midpoint. And the next one is, what is focal length? Focal length we are going to indicate with a small f. Clearly need not to be confused, children. This is with a small f. And focus is, it is going to be denoted with a capital F. That is the difference. What is the focal length? Focal length is nothing but the distance between pole and focus. The distance between pole and focus. The distance from here to here, we can consider it as the focal length. Focal length is nothing but always it is denoted with a small f. Always it is denoted with a small f. From the diagram part, we are able to see very clear. From here to here, the distance value is small f. The distance value is small f. And one more thing also we are able to see, from F to C also the distance will be equivalent always. From F to C also very equivalent. Why? Because in between P and C always it is going to be there at the middle point, F value. So automatically we can write it as the relation between R and F. R and F is nothing but from the pole to center of curvature, that we can write it as a R. R is nothing but radius of curvature. In circle we can call it as a radius of the circle. Here we can call it as a radius of the curvature. So R value will be equivalent to 2F. Okay, these are the terms. And one more term also we need to have the very clear cut information. That is nothing but what is principal axis. Principal axis is nothing but where the 2 points, that means pole and center of curvature. Pole and center of curvature, where the 2 points are going to be lies onto the same line. Pole and the center of curvature. These 2 points are going to be existing on a line. That line we can call it as a principal axis. Simply we can write it as who are going to existing? The line Otherwise we can write it as pole and center of curvature. Okay. Two existing on the same line. Two existing on the same line is called, that line we can call it as a principal axis. That line we can call it as a principal axis, children. So these are the very terms, are very important terms which we are going to learn from the first lesson, concave and convex. In both the areas, these 5 terms are very important. One is center of curvature, and the second one is pole, and the third one is focal point or focus, and the next one is focal length, and the next one is principal axis. Okay, the relation we are going to discuss in the next class.